Yas, we what to do? Oh wow, we forgot our water. We gotta go get it. Shall we go get it? Thank you. You want to give me 2 seconds while we go get our water? Thank y'all so much for waiting patiently as we went to go get our water. Uh, oh, we're still on time. Look at that. What up, y'all's wheat? What it do? Welcome back to the wheat field, y'all. Welcome to you. We needed some water. Take a couple sips. For everybody who be tapping in today, I thank you so much for spending your time and energy, for watching the messages, for coming back around and getting whatever it is that the Spirit is going to bring through us. We are Lati. We are a channeled messenger, a spiritual reader. And all of the messages are channeled from the Alpha and the Omega. And they support it with the Torah. Today, we are getting new energy. It's Saturday. It's something about maybe it is a sit pretty kind of energy. It's something like with your wrist, like your wrist broke, your wrist not broke physically, but it's giving like just like this right here kind of energy. So it's giving like real dainty, like soft. I can only just keep hearing sitting pretty. Yeah. So we'll see what the energy is. Maybe the Most High is gonna have you in a position where you sitting pretty and you, I don't know, like maybe you got everything done. You know what I mean? It is harvest season, right? You know how you put all the hard work in to grow something and then and you get it together and then now you can just kind of sit back and relax and enjoy it. That's what it's giving. Yeah. So let's get a question. Alpha and Omega is pulling a question, and they want us to kind of think about it. So maybe this is gonna be a part of the new energy. It could be for the week. What up, week? Thank you so much for tapping in. It could be for the week, right? Because that's what Spirit has been giving us, like new energy on Saturday, and they kind of continue it, either wrapping up energy, new energy, coming in, and we are carrying it through. Like they've been growing it and expanding the energy. So we get a little bit more depth, healing, learning. We have a card and we have some angel messages that the Spirit has been picking up, giving us some angel numbers. So we're going to show that. Let's see. We had 943. And so today is welcome to 999, another 999 this month. I think we've had 3 so far. So 927, which is 9, and then 2025, which is 9. So today is 999. All about releasing. It's giving like though the receipt of wish fulfillment as well. So that's why we were maybe getting like that soft energy, like you did all the hard work. You done been through the 9 of Wands and holding your boundaries and being a healing warrior, or just like this warrior energy, having to persevere. And like you've been through the 9 of Swords with the anxiety, and it's like, oh my God, like so much is going on. You've been through the 9 of Cups. It's like we're coming into the 9 of Cups, where it's like your me time. Like it's all about me, not being selfish, but just focusing on your own spiritual development, your own spiritual fulfillment, your soul's purpose. And now I'm getting a 9 of Coins coming in like that, in that energy, like fully energetic, or really mindful about your energy, how you expend it. Is given who you share it with, like being very, it's almost giving like posh. It don't feel conceited or arrogant, but kind of like almost there, like to the point where it's like this is exclusive. Like I work too hard to just let anybody in my space, in my energy, all up in my face. Right in my face, in my face. I'm getting Regina Hall when she was out my face type of energy. So you might be like really monitoring who all up in your grill, in your circle, keeping it tight, because it's like you're resourceful and you have like all of this abundance that you could tap into. And it's like You know, you're very particular about who you allow around you. And it's like really being into you and caring for you. So I'm getting nines all around the board. I know, like, in some spaces they be like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. The 10 is next, but I'm just getting 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, beloved. Perseverance, warrior, anxiety and stress that goes with it, the sleepless nights on how you trying to build to that nine of cups and that nine of pentacles. And I'm getting that you made it. And at this point, it's like, what have been the most defining moments that have helped shape your life? And I instantly heard tragic. Like, those things that seem to be tragic are the ones that really shape our lives, beloved. That's why we started with the Nine of Wands, like having to defend yourself against adversaries, um, even coming away from like seeing opponents as adversaries. They're just challenges, they're just opportunities. Like in this day, we flip it and we make it be what it is. You know, you coming against me in some sort of way, what is the spirit doing for me? What is it teaching me? What is it showing me? This is another opportunity to exercise, you know, my patience. It's another exercise in trust. It's another tool that we need, like flex my muscles in some sort of way, work out something that we haven't had the opportunity to work out in a minute. And those are the moments that shape our lives, the moments we persevere through, when we trust and we put to rest the anxiety and know that we can get through, when we tap into the spirit with the nine of cups and dig into our soul's purpose and really feeling that up, like being fulfilled from the inside out. Then we experience the nine of pentacles, which is that resourcefulness, that infinite abundance, that anything and everything that you need to live your life of luxury is already with thee. That's what we're getting. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all so much. I do. We had to channel that and get that out for you. Now we're gonna jump into the live and put in a general comment. This is a wheat field reading. Thank y'all so much. Let's see. Hey, Kitana, thank you so much for tapping in. Stop lying. Let's get it. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Let's get it, my week. Let's get it. Hey, get it, my week. Let's get it. Oh, yes. Let's get it. New energy. What has shaped your life? What are the most defining moments? And if we are truthful, honestly, it is through the hard shit that we grow the most. It strengthens us, it teaches us who we are. Like, it shows us our heart, it shows us our courage, our strength. You know, it reveals what's in your heart a lot of times on how you respond to it. So think about, you know, all of that. And it's like, you know, pat yourself on the back. It's like we've been through so much. You persevered from the Nine of Wands to the Nine of Swords. What? That's a lot. And then you move into that spiritual fulfillment and really work on self and practice your faith and your trust to confidence. That's amazing. And that leads you into abundance. So give yourself a big up this day, right? It's harvest season. And now, not only are we enjoying the fruits of our labor coming in, but if you are like us, you are already starting to think about next season. Next season. We got the 15 invaluable laws of growth. Y'all don't look at my nail. It literally just broke. And I'm getting spontaneous growth because we were looking at our nails last week, like, oh wow, like we still, you know, they didn't even look like they had grew up where we need to do a backfill. And now it's like, shit, we got growth here. Like, where did that come from? It feel like overnight. Wow. Wow, see, stop lying. Wow, when your father passed, that was the breakthrough. It for us, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Let's see what the spirit has. What has been the most defining moments that helped shape your life? And he said when his father passed. That's wow. Hey Kiki, thank you so much for tapping in. Effective systems make use of priorities. What is your priority? It's something about making your system a little bit more effective. It says unhappiness is not knowing what we want and killing ourselves to get it. Wow. Unhappiness is not knowing what we want and struggling with ourselves to get it. Wow. What is your big picture? And what areas must you grow to achieve your purpose? And that's because we were just saying, like, we harvesting, but now we already off to the next part of the vision. Like, we see the next leg. We already working on the next 1%. We pulled that in. Now today it's like, okay, what did we do yesterday and how can we top that by 1%? We always in a growth mindset, right? It says every person is composed of a few things. What are yours? And what systems can you develop to advance yourself in those areas today? 1% in every day. I had to stop reading books simply for pleasure and read books that would help me in my areas of strength. I also took 2 speed reading classes to help me improve. What must you do? Make effective systems to make use of your priorities. It's like putting your priorities to use. So as we move into the next season, you may be thinking about, okay, you got your big picture vision. You've accomplished some things. You're seeing the fruits of your labor, what has been produced over this last season, what you've gathered so far. And now it's like, what is a priority? How can I make use of these priorities? And what systems do I have in place to help me prioritize, organize, and level up? And it's so funny because I just asked Blessing this. Like, I was telling her, clean up your room. She was like, oh, I know I'm going to clean up. I'm like, no. Because, parent and child, 2 different cleanups, right? They straighten up. We say clean up. When I say clean up, I want you to empty your trash. I want you to find out the little things that are scattered on your tables and, put the things in your jars and your little organizers and all that stuff. Well, all my organizers are filled up, but you got an organizer inside of an organizer, and the organizer that's in the organizer ain't got nothing in it. So, is that the best use of your system? Is that effective? No. So, go back and review and see if there's anything else you could use differently so that you can really be effective in how you're prioritizing and all of that good stuff. That's what we're getting. So, if you are interested, John C. Maxwell, 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. Live them, reach them, so that you can reach your potential. It's something else in here that I read that we thought was very key. It's like sticking out to us. It is when they said reading books not just for pleasure. I think reading is a good thing, like it's fun. I think the most books I read in a month was 8. I got through 8 books. And we had a goal to get through like 100 books in a year, but I think that was it. I think we read 8 or 10 books that year, and that was it. So I don't know if I like crashed and burned because we had already did so much reading, but it's like maybe find something on what it is that interests you and read up on it. Like, educate yourself about it. Spend some time away from the phone, away from the TV. Maybe sit outside before the weather breaks, and just, feed your mind, beloved. Exercise your mental muscles. Anything in here? Yes. Thank you to the Most High God. So we already have established, like, we're growing. We have produced. You want both of these? We are reflecting, we are prioritizing, and how can we get the most effective use out of our priorities? Big picture thinking, planning for the future. I'm really getting things, and I'm seeing these butterflies is giving transformation, and it's giving unexpected growth. Right, even with these 2 nails, I see a lot of growth that just was not there last week. I was like, oh wow. And then all of a sudden, we definitely need a backfill growth. This one just for some reason came off. So people are going to fall away from you is what I'm getting for that. Things could be, I don't know, cracking. Look, didn't we just say read for more knowledge? Spirit just said that. So it's not simply reading and researching because it's like it could be because it's fun, but it's given like, I don't know why I'm seeing the word chore. Like, so it could be a chore for you to read something that's not fictional or like, fantasy, but it's given like whatever it is the spirit is calling you to, you need to read and learn about it. And it's giving you standing in your authority, masculine energy. Very strong. Very strong. And we talked about that strength very early. Today is 999. 927 9. We should have put that in the title, but we didn't. But it's giving like 999. And we were getting the 9 of Wands, which is that strength, that warrior energy. We were getting the 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords, where it's like anxiety, restless nights, the things that keep you from sleeping, keep you from resting, concerned about, just what's going on in life, those challenging moments, right? And then we saw the 9 of Cups. It's giving spiritual fulfillment. It's like being full within self and really tapping in and not being selfish, but it's like a focus on you so that you can be spiritually good. You can be spiritually edified and strengthen to bear the yoke that's on your shoulders. Thank you to the Alpha and Omega for being here to bring this message. Whoo, get this Crisco out the can and into the pan. Help us turn the heat up. Please turn the heat up. Adjust the temperature. It's giving like the Most High God is adjusting the temperature, like getting that temperature right. So whatever you're cooking up, it comes out well, right? It's like you're going to be feeding. Not only are you feeding yourself, but you're feeding the spirit. And you got to have that temperature right, right? It's giving chef energy, right? If your fish is not cooked to temperature, you can make yourself sick, other people sick. Your chicken the same way, like it's got to be at the right temperature. And even when it's done, it's like you want to keep it warm. You don't want to get it cold, or you got to store it in the right way so that it doesn't grow bacteria. It's like always things to do. So make sure you're making effective use of your priorities, that you are growing yourself, you're exercising your mental capacity with learning, right? And it's like things coming into you. It's almost like you putting things out and it's coming back in. I'm seeing the 2 of Pentacles, right? Like you give that energy and that energy comes back in. And before you know it, you so wrapped up in a cycle of giving and receiving. It's like, shit, all of this is given. Yeah. So I pray that you guys receive this message and it resonates with you on the general principles that we're discussing, and that you be spiritually edified, strengthened, so that you can bear the yoke on your shoulders, so that you overflow and we meet in the middle for our strength, right? Our ability to face life challenges, those moments that really define us, and to help us grow, to help us learn, to learn that there's so much more to know, knowledge. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Challenges in life are inevitable, but the divine masculine, like the lion, shows resilience in adversity. The universe reminds us that true strength isn't shown in easy times, but when you choose to rise after the falling, right? What is that defining moment? Prayer. Ooh, prayer coming through. Again, it's giving like them moments that have you pray your way through it. Right? You talking about you battling and you are trying to hold that perseverance and that hold the line to keep standing. It's giving, it's a gospel song that says that. It's like being able to, we are soldiers in the army, it's a song that they used to sing in church when we was little, right? We grew up in a family church, and it was one of those, old spirituals. And they would say that we're soldiers in the army, right? Kind of like that. And you got to keep battling like this warrior energy. But warriors, you know what I mean? Like you get weary, right? And it's like you go through so much with the 9 of Swords coming in, the sleepless nights, you've been battling, so you up. Like, how do you rest if you in the middle of a battle and you've been in it for a minute, right? With the Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, it could be 9 years you've been going through this. It could have been like almost a decade of just like fighting in different struggles, each one being another battle, something else that was coming against you. Then it was giving that pause space, like really going into self, right? Focusing on your own alignment. What is important to you? Touching base in the spirit with the Nine of Cups. Like, not being selfish, but like, I need to focus my energy because I done been through so much. I'm so depleted. I need refilling, right? And so, therefore, you went into the hermit, into the spirit, and like praying for your needs to be met, to strengthen me, for, to bring peace, to bring calm, bring serenity, to end the grief, is what is given. Right, grief in its many forms, whether it's denial, whether it's anger, frustration, and get you to the point of acceptance. You know what I mean? It's like, how can I do this? And then it's getting bigger picture, you're seeing visions and learning at the same time. Like that knowledge is starting to come through. Thank you to the Most High God. Which one was it, beloved? This one. Yeah, worthiness. Definitely giving, touching something in the spirit. An encounter with the spirit. It could be your higher self exposing your unique nature to you, right? Learning how worthy you are despite whatever it is that you've been through, right? What you've been through helps shape you, but it doesn't define you, right? It's a difference. It just helps you reveal who you are. Intuition is coming through. You could be a visionary. It can help you lean into your intuition, really understand how to use it. Hey, George, thank you so much for tapping in. See, perseverance. It's a lot that you had to persevere through. And it's getting a tower strike. I don't know if this is your third eye waking up, third eye, fourth eye waking up, right? So your whole world could be changing, and maybe that's why Spirit wants you to learn. I'm seeing Holistic Tarot. They just rearranged the books today, too, so I don't know if y'all can see, like, the tower is a little bit taller. They made space and room for the books that was down here, and they put them in the tower. So we see Holistic Tarot. Somebody could be called to read or use Tarot as a healing mechanism for self. Becoming Supernatural is here. We see Joe, but it's something that's going to be dispensed, because I'm seeing dispenser and they're stopping at dispense. So Tarot is going to probably dispense some information to you to help you understand something about yourself. We're getting manifestation and something about your nature, but it's not human nature. It's just something about, I don't know if it's like nature, lessons in nature, or just your unique nature, because we were picking up your unique beauty. Because you see, like, your higher self, your spirit is coming to you in this like doe energy, right? Not a fawn, but it's giving like a doe, like a spiritual deer. Feminine is what it's given. So masculine energy, feminine spiritual energy. You need to touch base with your feminine spiritual energy or balance your energy. In the 3D, the physical, you may have had so many battles that you're really stepped in, you're sitting in that masculine, and you may need to touch base with your feminine alpha energy. She will help comfort you, she will help guide you, give you more intuition, and it gives you more strength so that you could persevere other moments. Maybe that's what's waking up with this lightning strike. It's waking up another power within you. Yeah, see, definitely the go within energy. Going within. And know that you're on the right path. See, go within, go with the flow. Go within, go with the flow. Anything else? This. So we got some angel messages. Hopefully you guys are resonating so far with the GPs. We all be going through shit. We have to battle through our situations, right? Because those are the moments that shape our lives, help shape us. And when we get to that point where it's like it's too much, we can't sleep at night, we can't rest, the spirit calls us in to pray, to hermit, to take care of self, to fill your cup up and make sure that you are learning and knowing that you are worthy despite whatever has happened. Like it's all here to teach you. It's happening for you, not to you. Awakening your intuition and showing what you can get through. This one. Uh, Nutrition is coming through, so somebody may need to eat better. You could be looking at books or reading books because we just talked about that knowledge. It could be on nutrition. Um, the spirit has been calling us to a book that's on top of the refrigerator. We bought it, but we haven't really been through it. But it's like natural remedies, Native American. Not only is my African lineage native to the Americas, but also have Native American heritage as well. So we a mixed bag, a mixed breed, but to understand those natural remedies are good for the body. It supports us in our supernatural abilities. Archangel Gabriel, healing. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So it's definitely giving anything else in here that you have an important life purpose and the things that you've gone through is shaping you and preparing you to meet your highest you, the purpose that you must pursue. But if you don't choose to do it, the spirit is just going to keep bringing you tower moments to move, beloved, so that it can shape you into the person who will accept the mission. Ear chakras. See, somebody may not be listening. And that's why we were getting, like, I was picking up the energy of more tower moments coming to shape you into the person that will accept the mission. Because the mission will be done. Like, the work cannot return void or in vain, right? It must fulfill what it came to fulfill. And so if you're being like a little bit hardened towards that because you've gone through so much, or maybe it's only so far you're willing to go, or maybe there's other things you need to know, that learning, not reading simply for pleasure, but reading to support yourself in your soul's endeavors. So for some reason, I am picking up Holistic Tarot. So somebody may want to get this. It's off of Amazon, Holistic Tarot. And it is about how we use tarot for spiritual grounding, for healing in that capacity, not to just sit up here and read the tea, beloved. So, yeah. Archangel Michael coming through. You're protected. You're protected. I am with you, giving you what? The courage, right? To make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. That's exactly what it is. Anything else in here? Any other energy? No. Spirit said you've been through some defining moments. Look, we do see base chakra on the bottom. That's rooted and grounded in being secure, confident. But it's like you've been through so much. Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, Nine of Swords. Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. And I'm getting that Nine of Cups energy, like you really need to be within self, listening to the spirit, learning, reading. It's something about reading and nutrition that's here so that you can open up your supernatural abilities. It's something about becoming supernatural. It could be your pineal gland, pituitary gland, just your hormonal system. I'm saying lymphatic system. Like, not only do we need to drain, we need to release, right? Our lymphatic system, and being able to massage and to release all of this mucus and things that are built up. You feel like you got sinus issues. It's probably just because your lymphatic system needs to drain. Right, you could be full of mucosa. It could be inflammation, right? So eating differently will help resolve a lot of that. You know, when you massage around your clavicle around here, getting that vagus nerve, like really, massaging the lymph nodes around your groin so all that stuff can release. You can release the toxins that are held up in the body. It's given like all these other systems that we need to figure out how to support so that you can operate on maximum ability, that you can grow, you can heal. The body does it and it's miraculous, but if it's not supported, then it's not operating the way that it needs to be. And if health be our first abundance, then nutrition is important because nutrition is the medicine. Did you want something else out of here? No. You want this? So nutrition is the medicine. It's not like the after effect when we go to the doctor to get prescription, because that's just masking the symptoms. It's not getting to the root of whatever is going on within the system and allowing the system to correct itself. It has autocorrect, right? It can fix itself. And you can prove it every time you get a cut, the body heals itself. It knows what to do. And it can heal anything in itself. You just have to feed it so that it can do it. Anything else in here? Do you want this? No. Okay. Because I didn't feel that. Thank you. It's something about listening, ear chakras, and what you're listening to. Thank you. It's something about listening. Notice messages that appear as sound, music, and words from both external sources and within your mind. Right? I'm looking at this go within. These are real answers to your prayers, and prayers is out. So the spirit is definitely answering somebody, but maybe you need to tune your ear chakras or trust what you're hearing from the spirit. Intuition awakening, going deeper in this day, right? So you may not be trusting the words that you're hearing. It's something about the words that they say, is what I heard. Yeah, connection. So, and the book is coming through. Yeah, it's a special connection will open up doors for you. It's something about your life purpose and you needing to read up. It's giving reading on nutrition. It's giving reading up on holistic tarot, because they gave us that, and becoming supernatural. 15 laws of growth. Schedule. Most forms of prosperity require time and effort to manifest. Do you have room in your schedule for the abundance you are wanting to attract? I always say we have time. As long as we have the breath, we have time, right? So how are you using your opportunity today? If you woke up and today you got the breath with you, today is an opportunity to put in that extra 1%, because it takes time and it takes effort to manifest the life that we want, that reality that the spirit has shown us. We put the work in. We spend time on it. And how we spend time could be different. This is going to be different, right? We could spend time reading books and, following up on our nutrition. We could spend time in prayer and meditation. We could spend time, however the spirit is guiding you to spend that time and giving you direction, then take it to do it, to listen. Yeah, see, freedom of location. What are you wanting to do? Move around. A truly prosperous life is one with freedom to travel and freedom to live in the locations that you desire. So it's going to take, most forms of prosperity require what? Time and effort to manifest, right? A truly prosperous life is one that has the freedom to travel and freedom to live wherever you want. So if you want to get here to this true level of abundance, to reach your soul's purpose, your soul knows that it's incredibly abundant. It's infinitely abundant, right? And whatever that is coming up to you and showing you, it'll put you on the path to get to there. But sometimes we get hung up on the adversity, those moments that help shape us, to give us the courage, the diligence, the perseverance, the fight, the strength, right? The ability to trust, to go within, to fill ourselves up, to learn those principles, to be able to sustain what we are looking to obtain. Welcome. The Spirit says you are welcome. We got space for you. Not only do we have space for you, but this is a safe space for you. So welcome to everybody that's tapping in. I appreciate you. Hey, Sons. I can never say your name. Sons List, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Red looks good on us. Thank you. Wow. Which card, Kiki, did you say that's a beautiful card? I'm really feeling this Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts, so please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Loan, I'm hearing loan you some courage. Unsolicited advice and laziness is coming through. So this could be unsolicited advice for somebody, but if you came here, then you are open to getting what the spirit received. Somebody could come in and try to give you unsolicited advice. So you need to do this, you need to do that. I'm gonna need you to step the hell back. I'm listening to my spirit. They are guiding me, right? And how do you take unsolicited advice from a person that's lazy? Because that's what spirit just said. How you gonna come in here and unsolicited? I didn't come and ask you shit. You come over here to me to tell me how to do what the fuck we doing, and you ain't did shit. Do that make sense to y'all? Have y'all ever had that happen into your life? Podcast question for sure, for sure. Let's talk about it. Put something in the comments. Have you ever had somebody come over to you? Just A8 is up here. Come over to you to tell you how to do something that you are working on, attempting to do, grow, get it off the ground, whatever. When they ain't did shit, they ain't did nothing that they soul is telling them to do. Like, how you gonna tell me how to clean my room when your room look like what? How you gonna tell me how to wash my dishes when you don't wash yours? How you gonna tell me how to fold my laundry when your shit is in the corner over there balled up? So it's something about people offering advice on how to do things that they don't either do themselves or they've never even attempted to do. Those are not the people to listen to. It's like you look, we still coming off that hardcover truth. That's the principle. So you might have to tell this person to go, why don't you take your own advice? You're so insightful and I appreciate your insight. Thank you. Thank you. But you might need to take that for you. Just saying. Chariot. Tell this person how to move around. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. See, balancing your shadow and your light energy. As you look, it pulls you forward. You might end up telling this person a couple of choice words that come into you with this unsolicited ass advice. Look, listening to the great man about some shit that you probably over there doing, and they want to come in all unsolicited and tell you some shit. We seeing either they be at a loss or whatever it is, they might be trying to make you take a loss. I'm sorry, they not. I'm sorry that I can't listen to that bullshit you got to say, because where's your credibility? Where's your credibility to give anybody some advice on some shit you don't even do, beloved? If you don't fucking read, that's like we got this, right? It's something about here all about love. We see Solomon. So I don't know if it's, I hope ain't nobody doing no damn love spell or some shit like that. Don't do that. That shit backfire. Don't ever do that. If you have to twist somebody's energy or bend their will, manipulate in any kind of way to get attention from this person, it's not worth it. Know your worthiness. Go within yourself and know you more worthy than that. You ain't gotta do that. It's a person that's out here that's for you. It's like 8 billion of us on the motherfucking planet. When you get the freedom to move around, you'll run into the person that's for you. Right? They may not be where you at. They may be somewhere else. This. You may have options jumping out at you. I don't know what's going on because these cards got a lot of energy. High Priestess, intuition. So I don't know if this is your spirit team speaking. Here's one of the nines. We talked about the 9 of cups, like being into your self-wish fulfillment. Yeah, look, 7 of swords. Lies, cheats, thieves, strategy, tactics, right? Being strategic. But it's something about being honest in the up and up. It's something that you don't see. 2 of swords. You're going to have to feel it out. Intuition. You could be mentally conflicted about something. But you're gonna have to use your intuition because it's two that you don't see. And the two swords always gives me indecision. And when you have indecision and you need clarity, you need to lean into your intuition, into your spirit. See, I told you something toxic. It's somebody, this toxic energy is giving unsolicited advice, right? From a look, lazy, sitting there not taking opportunity, not understanding how these three cups came into their life to help shape their life, give them strength, give them perseverance, help them trust, give them strength, help them pray, and help them dig into themselves. All three cups. I can't make it up. There's the three of swords, right? It's like those hard moments. What was it doing? It was giving you what you needed. It was helping shape you. There's another cup that's being offered to you. If you discount everything, then you don't get to your spiritual fulfillment, right? This four cups makes you go into self, to pause, to pray, to go within, to see what you are worthy of. It wasn't these three cups. They were the ones, the challenges, the opportunities to show you yourself. But will you take this next cup or will you sit there? And I'm getting a person, unsolicited advice, will tell you that you either need to sit there or try to tell you what to do, even though they have not moved. That's bullshit. Anything else in here? Yes. Thank you to the Most High God. Fill us back. Yes. Come up to the front. Lead your message. It's something about, I don't know why I heard the word leave, because I was trying to pray to lead us forward, but it's leave is coming through. Message, page of wands, unsolicited advice. Somebody gonna come in and say some shit to you. They probably feel like it's a good message, but it's not. How you take advice from a person that's lazy as shit? They have not put in the effort, the time or effort. Most forms of prosperity require time and effort to manifest. If they haven't put in the time or the effort to manifest shit, how they gonna come in and give you any advice, beloved? Be careful who you take your advice from. See, I was getting sitting pretty. That's that Six of Wands. Like you gonna be sitting up there like this. If you a masculine, you know what I mean, it's giving like you just up. You on your game, you on your big one. And people can see it. So you don't need anybody to come in and tell you how to do shit. Continue to listen to the spirit, ear chakra. Yeah, hey man, that's that pause. That's that pause. That's that delay. You've awakened, right? You're either going through your awakening or you are awakening. You're going through because we never really woke, right? We in the matrix. So it's the pause. It's the coming back into self. It's the going within. It's the prayer. Great day, LC. Yes, Kiki, you definitely are protected by your guardian angel. Yeah, protect you from unsolicited advice. Look, Ten of Wands just flew out, and we getting that struggle to build, right? Or you could be struggling with the awakening you could have. Look, we do see a need to marry your energies, the masculine and the feminine, and we said that, and we see death and transformation coming through. Everything is transforming. It's like a plan. It's like you are being transformed. You are being shaped so that you could follow the sacred plan. What is it that the spirit is doing to you to shape you so that you will accept your soul's purpose, to accept the mission that you came to do? Because it's given like the word will not be in vain. It will perform that which the Most High God sent it to do. And it may pressure you, the ego, the mind, right? This person who thinks that it is itself, it may pressure you through all of these other things, but it's so that it can shape you into the person who will accept your mission, what was already put in you. This one. Okay. You're going to be celebrating something soon. You're going to be celebrating something very soon. It's giving accepting the mission, right? Coming together, marrying your energy, right? Understanding, knowledge. It says you'll be so full of joy and happiness, it'll almost seem out of this world how suddenly it happens for you. Be ready for it, expect it, it's happening. And that's funny because we talked about that growth. Like literally, we was just looking at it like, oh, we don't need a backfield. We woke up, it was like, shit, we need a backfield. We broke our nail and everything. Like, how did that happen? This was just a week ago. Like, how did that happen in just 1 week? I mean, we have been preparing for a party, but that's a lot of growth in 1 week. It's like, how did it happen? It just happened suddenly. It was like, shit. We literally just evaluated it last Saturday, beloved. So, your growth is happening. It is. And it may seem like it's overnight for some people or even to you, because that's how we felt like, dang, it just grew overnight. But it's like, it's not an overnight thing when you've been steadily working and pushing and grinding, right? Going through the struggle. And now it's like asking for your help. There's more things that you need to know. Things are going to be turned in your favor. See? And people that were against you will all of a sudden be there for you. People with unsolicited advice coming in to tell you some shit because they weren't for you before, beloved, but now they heard through the grapevine that you were doing all this beautiful inner work. Maybe you've created something, because this is ideas, creativity, promotion, contracts are going to come into your hands. See that? Ideas, creativity, promotions, contracts. Yeah, you did the inner work. And now you turned into a co-creator. You're making something. And it's like, whatever it is that you're going to be working on, the Spirit has prepared you, shaped you, ready you to do it. You taking the time, the effort to put in and to develop it, right? Time and effort. Somebody want to come in and give you some unsolicited advice on how you need to be growing your shit, what you need to be doing. Well, they ain't did a fuck shit thing. Don't listen to this person. They trying to take you off your track. This is another adversary. But the Spirit is asking you, can you pick up on that? Can you discern the two of swords, which we was talking about? Can you discern that this person is not no good for you? This is another person or another opportunity to allow the Spirit to shape you. Anything here? Yeah, uninterested. I prefer to keep my focus on my life right now. Right? You're going to be uninterested. And look, we see the word travel coming through. Freedom of location, the ability to travel, to move around, the freedom to move around. But right now, the Spirit is training you. And we're getting secret training because for somebody, you are a sage. It's giving this right here. Becoming supernatural in holistic tarot. It's something about you having a very unique perspective on a situation. And it may even come out when you venting. Shit, you might could go off about something. It could be a rant. It could be somebody else that's ranting, saying get something off their chest type of energy. You may need to get some shit off your chest with this person that's coming in giving you unsolicited advice. How the fuck is you coming in to me to tell me how to do some shit you ain't never fucking done before, beloved? Like, that don't make sense. Like, when you go do it and you are able to get yourself into a state of like, you got it down to your science, you can, it's perfected, right? Air quotes, right? Then you come and you share your advice on how to do it. Otherwise, then people are just going along with you on your growth journey. And right now, I'm focusing on my own life right now. I really don't got time for people who don't have good sound advice. And that's just period. So as the we feel, you know what I mean? If this person don't know what the fuck they talking about, then they can kick rocks. Keep that shit to yourself. That's what it's giving. I know that you have been, what does that say? I can't even read. Questioning yourself lately. So, are you questioning yourself? This one. Are you questioning your worthiness? If you're good enough, if you're strong enough to do what your heart desires to do, what your soul purpose is, what is your soul telling you? Because this insecurity is coming through. So are you good enough? Are you strong enough? This message is here to remind you that you're more than capable of doing this. Rise up and take the leap of faith. Which one, beloved? This? Want this? Which one? Something in here. Wow. Look. Oh, no wonder they turned it over. Self-validation. Self-validation. You talking about if you're capable of doing it, you don't need nobody to tell you that you're capable. You can validate yourself. It says here are some practices. Practice mindfulness of your current emotion. So, what is your current emotion and being mindful of it? Why am I feeling what I'm feeling? And let's get into it. We talked about that week before last. Last week we talked about truth. Like this past week, from last Saturday to today, we talked about the hard code truth. The week prior to that, we talked about getting to the root, the core of your emotions, to practice mindfulness of your emotions. Put words to your experiences. What is the truth of your experiences? How have they defined, how have they shaped your life? Is what Spirit said. What is the truth of it? I don't want to, if you feeling like you don't know your emotion, this card says guess it. I would say dig into self, go into hermit, and really have it identified, like revealed onto you, right? So that you can figure out, okay, what is this plaguing me? Why am I feeling it? Let's get to the bottom of it, right? And show yourself compassion. Respect your emotions. However you feel is how you feel, and you have a right to feel it. Whichever way the Spirit is guiding you to go, that's the way that you should go, beloved. And it doesn't matter what other people think about your track, your pathway. As long as your Spirit is telling you to go that way, that's the way that you're supposed to go. Coping with splitting. So I don't know if you are, again, walking away from people, if people are falling away from you like that nail just fell off, the whole covering fell off. Somebody could have lost their spiritual covering. They could have lost covering. We got to go put it back. We have the material to restore it, right? But it's like the whole thing just came off. It wasn't cracked or broke or nothing. No, it's just like, oh shit, it just lifted and came off. Ground yourself when raging at someone you love. That vent is coming through. Splitting is viewing people as all good or all bad. So don't think about it like that. We're never all good. We're never all bad. Nobody's ever all right, and nobody's ever all wrong. You can gather information that's useful from every interaction. You can. It says, start over. Splitting is viewing people as all good or bad, often during intense emotion. Your friend is the worst friend ever and lashing out when they've hurt your feelings and you're very angry. To cope with splitting, it can help to ground yourself with distress tolerance skills. So later when you feel calmer, you can challenge any black and white thinking. So stay away from black and white thinking. It's never just all of this or all of that. It's a whole lot of gray in the middle. And if you don't see, hearing is coming through and ear chakras was here. So I don't know if it's just your spirit team that you need to hear from to help guide you. If you need to be able to listen to others, like before you go off. Are you being very protective about what you're listening to? 3 and 4 breaking down to a 7. This is definitely giving relationships. Yeah. Could you be listening to yourself? Do you need to listen to some other energies, like things that are calming, that are grounding? Yeah, so listen to grounding frequencies. It could be water, because you could be hearing some things that's going to take you off your square. You may end up venting or like letting it go. You know, again, a cold, hard truth. But then always think about what does that do to disturb you, like your own disturbance system. So monitor that is what it's given. It was something else. It was a point that they was making, and I feel like we came off of it, like we heard something else and we got squirrel. So, what was it? Yeah, like viewing people as all good or bad, like it's a whole lot of gray, right? And it's like even the bad things that we consider bad that happen have a result that is very good, right? It either heals something, helps something, brings focus to something. You can be an advocate. You can find your purpose from that energy that we consider bad or dark, beloved. And the good things can also put us in a bad way. Some people have too much of a good thing, right? Like you could drown yourself by drinking too much water, beloved. You know what I mean? Like it's about a balance. is what I'm getting. And you can always tell who you should connect to, who you should listen to based on their fruit. If you are a person that doesn't do this, if you are not even taking your own advice, it's not working in your life, then I know I should disregard it, right? And then I should seek out advice if I need it from people who are actually active in pursuing and producing in the thing that I am trying to create. So you got to know where to get your advice from, because some people just want to sabotage you, and some people do it with goodwill and good intention, but they may not have the knowledge to know because they haven't worked in on any of it. Shit, some people that's already there in that space will sabotage you because they feel like you're a competitor and they don't want you to get to where they're at. They want to sit in that seat by themselves and feel like some sort of notoriety or be on some sort of self created pedestal, right? So be very careful. Allow your spirit, your intuition to tell you who to listen to, what you need to be learning, what you need to be doing. Let it guide you on this pathway. See, fear is here. And after that, we see ask for guidance. Let them guide you. Let them guide you. And one thing we were thinking about, change is here. That's a lot of fire, a lot of passion. But it's like this holistic tarot. I can't remember who. It may have been. It may have been Rachel. It was either Rachel or Blessings that was asking us about tarot and understanding the meaning of the cards. Yeah, see, you may have a spiritual gift, and look, wow, sacred plan with the Two of Wands. Ace of Cups is giving cup overflowing. It's giving spiritual gifts. It's giving temperance angel. Like you need to balance out your energy, come to harmony. It could be through nutrition. It could be the people that you are around. It could be balancing out your past life experiences, not just past life, but this, your life, things that has happened. And this Hierophant is somebody that gives sage advice. And sage advice is down here on the table. See? I've been thinking about your situation and I like to offer a fresh perspective. So people could come to you and you could give them good advice. But that's based on the things that you've experienced, the things that you've learned, everything that you've been through, learning on every level, right? You doing it and you showing yourself to be approved, right? People will come to you and they will get this. And again, you could be using, the art form of tarot, beloved. You can start with yourself, right? So that you can understand you more. You can identify emotions. You can get to the core of things, right? You can see things from a different perspective. You can track your own journey, right? And then you will be able to give that same advice out. So it's given to other people. We got the Lovers and Judgment, right? So do make sure that you are thinking about people who come into you to give you advice. These people may feel like they are like doing a good thing, but if they've never done it, they've never experienced it, they've never put in the time and effort, and you can see it in other areas of life, then you have to make the judgment to say, no, I'm going to lean into my intuition, my discernment. Like logic says, you can't tell me where to go if you've never went anywhere. How you going to tell me how to get to the store when you ain't never been there? You going to tell me I think it's around there? No, you're going to have me lost. You have me stumbling around in the dark. It's like learning how to block out that and maintain your own focus. No, I prefer to focus on my own life right now. That's what the card said. This one right here, it says uninterested. It says, I prefer to focus on my own life. Maybe we don't need to get it. Oh, yeah, somebody's gifted. Gift just flew over. And it's definitely giving me something. It feels like something hard. Like, I know the card is right here, and I don't see it. And it's like, I know it's right here. It is. Thank you. See, uninterested. I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. See, blocking out distractions from other people who will come against you to try to tell you to do something differently, and they've never done it before. This is the Seven of Wands. This is after the Six, after you've been recognized for doing something, after you've already been successful at something. Now you got people coming to you with their unsolicited advice and tell you to do it differently. And you're going to be interested and say, no, I'm going to focus on my life right now. I'm going to focus on doing what I'm doing. Maintaining control of your own energy because you're the one with the vision. And they can't come in and tell you how to execute it. You may need learning. You may need advice. You may need to have more information. But Spirit said it's books. It's something spiritual because here is the Seven of Cups. It's either spiritual or you got a person that's daydreaming about you. That could be a side message. But it's definitely giving me this. Like knowledge, and then they brought it out again. See, knowledge. And then they came out with the books. You connect to your life purpose through the involvement with books. So, somebody may need to get this book, Holistic Tarot. If you feel like the Spirit has been telling you that you're gifted and this is a part of your calling, then read about it, learn about it, and don't let nobody discourage you from doing what it is that you came to do. This is an art form. As a matter of fact, the original playing cards were tarot cards. They weren't spades and all of that. It was tarot. They are the original playing cards. So when we started to pull cards, Spirit was saying that Spirit likes to play cards. Every channeled messenger is supported by the tarot. They channel the message through us, and then they show the cards to show to you, the word shows itself approved, that what they said to you is true. That's it. That's it, so that you can believe it. It's so many fakes and scam artists out here these days, and that's in every arena. Nothing is black and white. Nothing is all right or all wrong. It's people who have found out that they're in church and their pastor is not the person who they thought they were. They could be a whole predator, whatever, behind the scenes, and they are pretending and purporting themselves to be a person that's spiritually tapped in, and that they're getting these messages and they're leading the flock, but leading them where? To a place that they don't even fucking go, because they don't have the integrity, they don't have the morality, you know what I mean? So it's like, who's leading who? Giving you this advice and they don't take it themselves. That's that principle, right? So be careful of who you are listening to, who you are getting your information from, right? So you might need to learn and study for self. Yes, Miss Monica, thank you so much for tapping in. Great day. Oh, thank you, LC. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Monica says she's been working on becoming more aware of how she channels. It's been beautiful and interesting. Yeah. Right? Because it's definitely, and here again, that other thing that's so important, and Spirit really has been driving this home, is nutrition. Right? How we eat. It's so many things. People forget about, like, look, sugar is the most addictive property. I don't know. When we talk about toxicity and being addicted to stuff, sometimes we breeze right over food. Because sugar and caffeine, those two right there, highly addictive. Highly addictive. I feel the same way, because you talking about, look, today is the day we didn't have coffee. We on water, right? And in the water, we add electrolytes. First of all, we get spring water, and we add electrolytes, right? So, because the water that's out here, just regular bottled water, Dasani, whoever, is dead water. It has no life in it. It has no minerals. It has nothing in it. So it doesn't feed the system. Your cells don't even absorb it the way that it needs to, right? The water in you is different. You might need to do, again, more fruit in your diet. People that tell you fruit is wrong. It's got too much sugar. Which one? See, nothing is all good and nothing is all bad. I can eat watermelon. I'm going to get full. It's low calories. Is it sweet? Yes, but it's good sugars that the body needs. My body can use that. It doesn't use high fructose corn syrup that I would get from a Mountain Dew or from a Coke. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. If I bake bread at home and I'm using a certain type of flour, I'm not gonna get all of that gut inflammation because we got fucked up wheat flour and gluten and all this shit. Like gluten sensitivities. Where did the fuck that shit even come from? It's how they process and make the food. It's what we're eating that's destroying the body. It's what we're eating that covers up your intuition, keep you feeling bogged down and make you feel fuzzy, and you can't trust your clairvoyance, you can't trust your cognition, your claircognition. Because how do you discern IBS or gut issues from your claircognizance, where your gut is speaking to you and trying to give you that first word, like, no, that's not good for you. No, that's something to back away from. Or this, yes, this is something to lean into. How can you trust it when the nutrition is causing conflict in the body? Your pineal gland is calcified. So to decalcify it, to get your hormones back in balance so that your pituitary gland is functioning, so that your fourth eye can awaken. It's so much that's wrapped into learning how to heal the vessel through nutrition. It is our medicine. And Monica made a point last week that was like so really on, and I just have to repeat it. We eat for nourishment, not simply because we're hungry, beloved. Hunger is the system that says the body needs something. And when you salivate, I mean, you could smell it. You smell it, that mouth get to water, and you like, it's something in that this vessel needs that I need. Right? Look, I don't know how else to say it. And even when you've had enough of it and you've eaten your full of that nutrient that you need and you are no longer depleted or malnourished, the body will send you a different response. You ever ate so much of something until and then it just make you sick? You're like, damn, I can't even eat that no more. Like every time I smell it, it makes me nauseous because whatever the nutrient in that thing that you needed, you've refilled your reservoir and now you no longer need it. Because too much of something can also be a detriment. If you have too much potassium or vitamin K and stuff like that, you can generate gout. You know, it's too much acid and too much of anything. It has to be balanced. You have to be temperate. To temper yourself and to learn how to temper you in every area of life. And that's why we were picking up the 4 nines. We were picking up the 9 of Wands, where you had to persevere and battle and stand. Then I picked up the 9 of Swords. They gave us the 9 of Swords. We didn't pick up shit. The Spirit said 9 of Swords, anxious, unable to sleep. What's keeping you up at night? Going through that battle with the 9 of Wands, trying to hold the line. Then that pushes you into this pause space where you are starting to pray. Right? It was giving us the Hangman. Right? This space right here where you go into self. You go within. They gave us the card that says go within. Here it is. To go within. That pushes that struggle, that anxiety that pushes you inside of self, and you start praying and you start to see things differently. Your perspective starts to change, right? You're learning about self, you're growing, getting to the core of things, understanding how these moments shaped your life week. You begin to understand the vessel is a vehicle that enshrines the soul. This mindset, this artificial intelligence that thinks it is running the show, is really not. When you start listening to your soul, it puts you on the right path. It shows you which way to go. It is the driver, right? Take the wheel, take the wheel. Well, let them come up and take the wheel. You start to deal with those things. You develop the trust and the confidence, the security to accept the mission, to accept the direction, to become obedient, to release the things of the old, to repent, to change that old mindset, to recognize, to acknowledge, to accept, to move forward, beloved. I surrender. I surrender all of it. I give all of it up, putting it in the God box, this heart too, all of it. And then I ask the Most High to receive it and to bestow a new heart onto you, the soul, the source of us living, the pixel of it that is within us. The word that's written on it can now start to express itself. It can come up through you. And as that word bubbles up, It's going to be a lot of people that you may need to block out because they may want to come in and tell you how your soul is supposed to express itself when they're not even allowing their soul to express itself. What's controlling their soul? What's the toxicity? What's the fear that they are facing? What's in their shadow energy? So, no, we block that out. And what do? We turn back onto self. If we have questions, if we are seeking, we want to know, the Spirit gives us the knowledge. What are the books that we need to read? How do we need to learn about nutrition? How do we feed ourselves? What's going on with self that we need to cure through the food? Because you can do it. You can do it. I mean, we got the Dr. Sebi Bible that's down here, and we know that that man was able to cure AIDS, cancer. It's some societies that never experience those diseases. Why? Because they feed the body. They understand that it's medicine. Food is medicine. Some of the shit is bitter. Y'all seen us, we going on our tea expedition, learning how to create our own blends. Some of that shit is bitter. Golden seal, good for the body, that shit is bitter. Bitter sour sop bitters, shit is disgusting, but it's good for the system. And like Monica said, if it's nasty on the tongue, it's good for the body, it's good for the liver. When was the last time you really detoxed your system? So it could be like, a lot of things, prioritizing those priorities. How effective is it? What's the first pillar? Spiritual support. Next pillar, mental, emotional support. Those two right there, hand in hand. The next one, physical support. Physically supporting the vessel. What are you eating? Right? So that you can come back into wholeness. The next one is the financial. Yes, because whatever you focus on will grow. You focus on your spirit, your emotional, and your mental. Right? That's the three right there. That's, to me, that's Trinity. You getting that in alignment. Like everything is really starting to move. And then I'm feeding myself. I'm feeding the spirit and I'm feeding the body. We are healing, spiritually healing, emotionally healing, mentally healing. Now I'm healing the vessel. Do you think your financial not going to grow? Oh, it's going to grow. And it's going to have a burst of growth forward. You're not even going to be ready. You're going to look at this shit like, damn, I need a backfill already. But the good thing about it is that we already invested in sales, so we got the material to go ahead on and do it. Now it's like, should we or shouldn't we? We are about to host a party. I'm thinking I might take a little glue, go around here, take that whole piece that came off and pop it right back on until we get ready to do the whole hand. Because we hosting today. So what's the point of doing all that shit? We got other shit to do. We prioritizing. And right now, this is not the priority. Anything else? Nope, that's it. That's what we got. So, unsolicited advice. Keep your eye out for it. Listen for it. Be mindful of how you respond to it. Don't let somebody take you out your focus. It's something about being conscious. See, unity of consciousness and existence. And it's definitely giving me that pause energy, like coming into alignment. You know what I mean? Like, bring yourself into alignment. Right on time. I'll call you right back, honey. I know she calling me to make sure that what time does the festivities start? Only two things are infinite and unconditioned, the cosmos and the human soul. Both are in their essence one and the same conditionality. Both are in their essence one and the same unconditionality. The more a human is spiritual, the more they are assured of this. Assured of what? That the divine consciousness is the essence of your soul, beloved. So that's page 65. 6 and 5 breaks down to 11. That's spiritual guidance, right? You're on the right path. And that's what it says. Only two things are infinite and unconditioned. The cosmos and the human soul. Both are in their essence one and the same unconditionality. The more human is spiritual, the more they are aware or assured of this. That's samadhi. Unity of consciousness in existence. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Spirit did say books, so this could be a few. If you're writing the list, the samadhi is here. Invaluable Laws of Growth, Holistic Tarot, Becoming Supernatural. And this one too by Bell Hooks. Bell, like this bell. Hooks. It's all about love, beloved. And we know that you're it. You are love. You are light on voluntary escape, beloved. You are voluntarily here. Did you know that? That you volunteered and you came to learn on Earth School? And it's a tough school. Like, I mean, it's full of all kinds of challenges and adversities and adventures and, ways that the Spirit is growing us so that we can be prepared and shaped to meet our life purpose. But if you can make it here, beloveds, you can make it anywhere. I'm getting New York on New Earth. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. That's what I heard. I love y'all. I love you just like I love me. Why? Because it's my capacity. But it's growing and expanding, at least at 1% on a daily, beloved. Thank y'all so much for coming around here and getting these messages and hanging out and growing and expanding too. I appreciate you and everything that you do. It's growing you. It's preparing you to do what you came to do. I love you just like I love the Alpha and the Omega, the A. Oh, tucked right in between. Yes, that soul, the source of us living, it called us all to be like we are the same essence, right? The word is moving, it's breathing. I am eternal. I am immortal. I am the universe speaking, being, expressing itself. And can't nobody tell me how to do that. To the next now. This was done. Ashe, beloved.